welcome to the video, and this is our very first cycle weekend of 2025. Yesterday we did a 15-miler just to make sure that the bikes work, and today we're out giving it a bit more of a test, doing 30 miles, and we're in South Holland in Lincolnshire, which has nothing to do with the Dutch, by the way. It's actually Old English, something along the lines of Holland, which I think is reference to hills if I remember correctly, but it's quite ironic as it's as flat as it gets. I've not even been out in the real world on a run yet. Hopefully I will do before long, but I'm in two minds as to whether I actually go back to doing any long distance running this year, because I'm not sure whether the risk of a running injury is really a good thing ahead of doing a 1,000-mile cycle. I'm not really a big fan of pain. Which kind of brings me back to today's cycle, more specifically, my arse. After the 15-miler the day before, this 30-miler begins to push me to the edge after about an hour or so, so there are not going to be very many smiles in today's video. This is actually a relatively new saddle, but I don't remember it being quite this uncomfortable. I was actually expecting a bit of pressure, especially as I am actually getting heavier. I have no idea how I managed to get heavier. I've given up alcohol, I've tried to improve my diet, and I'm just gaining weight. I mean, it's absolute madness, but, you know, I suppose you just carry on regardless. Believe in the process, isn't that what they say? I suppose really from my perspective, I'm just too lazy or indifferent to actually change what I normally do on a daily basis, which is probably where I'm falling down, to be honest. Oh, there we go, flash of leg there. Got to get those tan lines in. As you can probably tell, I do prefer shorts. I actually wear bibs, to be honest, as I still have a bit of a gut. I think shorts as they stand are really only suitable for people that are skinny. I do, however, prefer even having short bibs as opposed to long leg bibs, because that way, using these leg sleeves, you can kind of adjust to the temperature. It also saves you a small fortune, because I can't believe how much money they charge you for full length bibs, but there you go. We got giant haystacks there. The scenery, not my wife. For giving me the finger. She obviously heard that comment. As you can probably tell by what I'm wearing, it is still quite fresh today. It is really, really sunny, but it's not quite as warm as it looks. Got some lighthouses there in the background. It's coming through into a place called Sutton Bridge. The interesting thing is that even though I've not really been cycling, even on a turbo trainer that often, my cadence I've managed to stabilise. I'm getting a good, comfortable cadence at around about 85 revs per minute. I mean, don't get me wrong, on a flat surface you can do whatever you like, really. But even locally, even since this, I've done a couple of local cycles, which is a little bit more hilly, and I've managed to, so far, keep my cadence steady at 85, which I'm quite pleased with. The other thing you can tell from this video, even though I do tend to cut out as many cars as possible, is that it's so incredibly quiet cycling around South Holland. I'm amazed you don't see more cyclists. It is really, really good. And that's it, coming up to the end. So stay tuned, we'll have some more videos out shortly. Fingers crossed, weather permitting, we'll actually have some hills next week. We're going from the sublime to ridiculous, heading up to Lancashire.